The setting is at the senior quarters in Soroti, at the home of Flight Captain Mike Mukula, who for years has stood out as the enigma of the politics of Teso, cutting out himself as the anchorman of the ruling National Resistance Movement Party that in the past received hostility from the region. This time he opens up on his political future as the waters heat up ahead of the 2016 general elections, with his posters sighted all over Soroti town. We ask him on what he will be up to in a few months from now.
I think I would also like to go back and do my private business and still remain to serve the party at the national level, at the Central Executive Committee.
For him, it is time to bow out of elective politics and parliament after what he calls making his contribution to the region and the nation.
When Kony attacked the region, I led my team or my people, the young people, including Musa Chweru and the team, Resu, and we're here to stand side by side with UPDF and our people to ensure that, yes, we defended the Constitution of the Republic of Uganda.
At a time when the region was hostile to the ruling party, Mukula says he derives satisfaction from knowing that he had played his role.
People were saying that Museveni was out to impoverish them. He was not going to disarm the Karamojong. It was a ploy. It was a ploy aimed at making sure that the region remains behind. It was an agenda of the national resistance movement. That is no more. I can now say that the people have been able to see for themselves.
Let's go home, okay? Let's go home, okay? No, you come on.
For a man whose political career saw him hit the highs and lows of the art, one cannot mention Mukula without mentioning the Global Fund saga that saw him spend weeks in prison as a convict before being freed by an appellant court. We ask him about that incident.
I'm happy that I was exonerated by the appellant court. And I'm also glad that, yes, I was able to learn a lot. There is no doubt that in politics, this is what you expect. These are challenges of man on the political field. Either you go into exile, you are killed, or go to prison.
He says he draws his inspiration from others who paid high prices for their political beliefs.
People who I admire, like Nelson Mandela, he was able to wither jail for 27 years. Raila Odinga was in jail for many times, countless times. He's been in and out of jail.
And so as the curtains fall on his career, we ask him about his highs and lows as a legislator. First, the high.
I'm here. I'm the only NRM member of parliament in the 14 municipalities who is still here from the inception of multi-party dispensation or from the time elective politics was carried out in 1996.
And when we ask him about the law, he expresses concerns about the quality of debate in the House and calls for the introduction of a bicameral legislature to check on the young, excited MPs.
The kind of debates we used to have, robust debates, in 1996 are no more, where you'd have members of parliament elucidating on issues for a longer period of time, so that the mind agility, the political agility of the mind would be vexed, it would be exercised. But now I see that you're given 2-3 minutes. Sometimes if you do very well, 5 minutes. I see that this is not adequate.
Mukula, however, is also remembered for his role in urging President Yoweri Museveni to seek a third term in 2004, only to fall out with him later when Mukula made public his intentions to seek the country's top office. Critics even say the announcement could have been the cause of his problems, with corruption accusations that saw him convicted and imprisoned, but later acquitted by an appellant court. Probably, the wind that swept the Soroti sports ground ushered in a new political dispensation in Teso that writes of talks of having their own run for the presidency, as Mukula openly declares he will back President Museveni for the presidency come 2016. Sabiti Joseph, WS Television, Soroti.